Hello people, and welcome to my video on Gohan's new form and also Frieza's role in the upcoming Tournament of Power. Now, before I even get to it, I think it's important to mention that whenever I post videos like this, videos about theories / predictions or ideas, alright? And granted, I don't do them for Dragon Ball very often. I do them more often for One Piece, and I used to do them for Naruto back in the day as well. But whenever I post videos like this, it's never because I'm telling you this is 100% certain what's going to go down in the series. This is exactly what's going to happen. You can take this to the bank. No. Because the truth of the matter is nobody really knows what's going to happen. I mean, some people know, but they're the showrunners, the creators, the people involved in the process of making the show, and those people keep themselves behind closed doors. So they keep their secrets to themselves. So the fans really, at the end of the day, the fans really can't know with 100% certainty what's going to happen. However, when I do publish videos like this, or I post videos up like this, it's because I'm confident in the fact that it's an idea that is creative enough that I think is worth sharing, and also one that merits being discussed by fans. Whether you agree with it or disagree with it, it doesn't matter. Because again, none of this is set in stone, okay? So let's set this up. So over the past couple of weeks, I think it's fair to say that we've gotten a lot of information in terms of how the final stage of this recruitment arc that we're currently in is going to unfold. For example, we got the news that, Disney has announced that Frieza will be coming back and that he will be replacing Buu in the lineup for the Tournament of Power. Okay, it wasn't Disney, but it was an announcement. It was big, huge news. Okay, and going through all of your comments about that when the news broke, I think we can pretty much sort of determine what the consensus is. Because some people were excited, some people hated the idea, but for the most part, I think that the midpoint there was, well, most of you agreed with me that you were upset about the fact. You didn't have a problem with Frieza being in, but you had a problem with Buu being out of the lineup. But also, I think the majority of you were saying like, well, I obviously didn't expect this change, but as long as Frieza is handled well in the tournament, I don't have a problem with it. Now the thing here is, what does it mean for Frieza to be handled well? That varies, right? That's completely dependent upon who you ask. Some people want him to turn good, or at least not be as evil as he has been throughout this story. Some people want him to stay the same. Some people just want him to be like this wild card, this outlier who's just like looking out for himself, and he does whatever he wants to based on his own convenience. Here's the thing, and I said this when the news broke that he was coming back. All right, Frieza being in the tournament and also Buu not being in the tournament has to serve some type of purpose for the plot. All right, they would not go through all that trouble to make this change if that were not the case. Frieza has to have some type of a function within the Tournament of Power that only he can accomplish. All right, just think about that for a bit. Also, he has his golden form. We saw that in Resurrection of F. He used it. He was very powerful with it. But the golden form has a drawback, which is that, unfortunately, he trained for, 4 months? He obtained the form, but he did not have time to get used to it. He was very impatient, and so his body, even though the form is really powerful, his body burns through it really quickly. He can only keep it going for over 5 minutes before it begins to drop, okay? So he burns out pretty quickly. And this is just something that I want you to keep in the back of your mind, because I'm going to go back to it. I recently rewatched episode 90, as I'm pretty sure most of you have by now. And the thing about that episode is that I think it might be one of the most important episodes in terms of foreshadowing moving forward, because of what's stated in that episode. Goku makes Gohan the captain, the leader of the Universe 7 team, okay? That's a very important position, and again, that would not have happened if it didn't have any repercussions or if it didn't have any importance for the plot moving forward. Gohan is the captain for a reason. Now, I actually wrote this in the description of the episode review that I did for that episode, but I think that if Gohan is the leader, then technically, you know, have you ever played soccer or you know, have you ever been picked for a team? Usually it's the captains picking who they want on their team. They're the ones who give the, you know, the okay go to join the team. So I'm guessing that even if Goku goes and recruits Frieza, gets him revived and all that stuff, it's going to be up to Gohan whether he decides that Frieza is okay to join the team or not. Because he's the team leader, he's the captain. Frieza does not like being in hell. In fact, he hates it. So he views the opportunity to get revived as a free pass, all right? And he joins the team full of resentment, but Gohan approves anyway, and that's how the team is formed. The final 10th member is there, okay? Now, just keep this in mind. Gohan is the team leader, and I want you to just think about the fact that Frieza's level of hatred towards Goku is not the same as his level of hatred towards Gohan, okay? We can pretty much say with a lot of confidence that Frieza hates Goku a heck of a lot more than he hates Gohan. So in his mind, Gohan being the leader of Universe 7 wouldn't be as bad as Goku being the leader of Universe 7. Episode 90, Gohan states the following. He tells Goku, "Dad, my goal is an ultimate form that no one has ever seen before." Notice that he says form, okay? And before this is super important because before this dialogue even takes place, Goku asks Gohan, "Are you not going to go Super Saiyan in this fight?" And Gohan says no. Now from that bit of dialogue alone, in addition to the fact that Gohan refused to go Super Saiyan in the fight, we can pretty much infer and draw our conclusion that Gohan's mentality about this new form that he wants to get to, this ultimate form that nobody has ever seen before, is probably not going to be another step in the Super Saiyan sequence, just based off what he says. He wants something new, unique for himself. Following that line, Gohan also says, "I'm going to aim for that with a different method than yours, than the one that you use to obtain Super Saiyan Blue or Super Saiyan God." And this would be perfectly fine, except we're actually short on time. There's not a whole lot of time for training unless he goes into the time chamber, which we know that's something that Vegeta is going to end up doing. My point here is that we're pretty much short on time, all right, before the tournament starts. He just finished training with Piccolo. I don't know how much training he can get in before the actual start of the tournament. Okay, that being said, I was actually surprised, you know, reading comments that a lot of fans actually would be okay with Goku being eliminated in the tournament, with Goku not being the last man standing in the tournament. I was actually shocked. I actually thought, you know, I'm assuming people are rooting for Goku. And actually some people are okay with that not being the case. They want Goku to be in the final stages of the tournament, but a lot of people would actually be okay with him being eliminated near the end of the tournament and him not being the last man standing. In my opinion, the Superman fans have infiltrated the Dragon Ball fandom and are now trying to take it down from the inside out. They are pretending to be Dragon Ball fans. They hate Goku. This is not fake news. This is the truth. We are under attack. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That was just a stupid conspiracy theorist type of joke that I just made up on the fly. No, so people would be okay as long as Goku is handled properly. Again, just like Frieza. Now you would say, wait, we already saw Goku fighting Jiren in the opening. The thing is, after the whole Frieza announcement, that opening, we can understand that some of that opening is pretty misleading. So he could be fighting Jiren, and in fact he has to fight Jiren, but that doesn't mean that he's going to be the last. I mean, those two may not be the last fighters. Now, the truth of the matter is we just don't know right now, okay? Now, the good part of this theory, of this prediction, of this idea, is that it doesn't require Goku to be eliminated from the match for it to work. The only thing this does kind of require is for Goku to take a step back in order to let Gohan shine a little. Which he's done in the past, kind of like what he did with Cell. You know, he decided to take a step back, let his boy shine. Now here's the thing, okay? In order for this theory and this idea to actually work, another thing has to be met. There's another requirement. It's actually two requirements. First, the stakes have to be really, really high, which they kind of already are to begin with, but you don't understand. Like, they have to be so high, all right? They have to reach this boiling point that actually ends up pushing Frieza to a crossroads in which he has to decide whether he's actually going to help Universe 7 win or not. And if he is going to help Universe 7 win, then he's going to help Gohan. And in my mind, I think it has to be Gohan who he ends up helping, because I honestly, this is me being realistic, I honestly don't see Frieza helping Goku directly to do anything. Because otherwise, he would just kind of fit the character mold of another Vegeta. Another important thing that I just want you to remember real quick is the whole scene on Namek when Goku is walking away from Frieza and Frieza actually begs Goku, please forgive me, even though, I mean, he's not being genuine about it. He's like, you know, please help me here because I'm, you know, I don't want to die here. And Goku actually ends up giving him some energy. He tells Frieza, I gave you some energy, do with it what you want, I'm out of here. Like, you know, just do with it what you want. Like, this is your choice. And then he leaves, and then Frieza messes up because he tries to attack Goku, and you know the rest. But the key here is, that Goku gave Frieza some of his energy. Now imagine this scenario, all right? Picture the actual Tournament of Power arena, all right, and flash forward into the future. Picture this. Most of the guys from Universe 7 have already been eliminated, all right? But Jiren is still going ham. I mean, this guy's a monster, all right? He's going crazy, you know, beating people left and right. We don't know where Goku is. We don't know where Vegeta is. But picture this. Imagine that Gohan, you know, is one of those final guys. He's tired, but he still has a lot of stamina, all right? And him and Frieza are in a situation that is going to end up getting them both eliminated. And because these are the final minutes of the tournament, all right, Frieza is in his golden form. He's been using his golden form, and he's about to max out. I mean, he's literally about to burn out. He has hit his limits. So even if he doesn't get eliminated, he won't be able to keep the golden form going for very long, all right? And he's in a situation where both him and Gohan are about to be eliminated, okay? The crossroads is this. Frieza, before he gets eliminated, he decides that he's going to repay a debt because he hates Goku and he doesn't want to owe Goku anything, all right? So he goes back, he thinks about that time back in Namek when Goku gave him the ki, the energy, and he says like, you know what? I'm going to repay my debt. And he gives that energy to Gohan and he tells him the exact same thing that Goku said to him, do with it what you want, I'm out. And that is how Gohan, because Gohan still has Ultimate, Gohan can maintain that energy, can maintain the form, and we have Gohan achieve this ultimate new form that no one has ever seen before with the help of Frieza. Chant it with me, everybody. Golden form Gohan. Golden form Gohan. Okay. Look. The truth of the matter is, I don't care if it's silver form Gohan, whatever, copper Gohan, I don't care. But the key point of this video is that, do you think that Frieza is coming back because his role is fundamentally crucial? He is key in getting Gohan to obtain this new mode, this new form. Do you think that's a possibility? Because I sincerely think that it is a possibility. At first glance, I know it sounds a little bit crazy, but it just may be that it's so crazy that that's exactly what ends up happening. And I know some of you may be thinking, why does the form have to rely on a transfer of energy? And to that I would reply, do you remember how Goku was able to activate Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan? That literally was what happened initially, and then he was able to keep it up by himself. So, I don't think it's far-fetched to think that something similar can happen in Gohan's case. Except in this case, it would be Frieza, the one who triggers it. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you did. Again, it's just an idea. Nothing is set in stone. Comment down below with your thoughts. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do Dragon Ball Super reviews every Saturday night. Thank you for everything, guys. Catch you guys later. Bye.